Today I'm riding from Bangkok to Bang Saen for the Bang Saen Grand Prix. I've got a few stops planned along the way, so let's hit the road. That was steep. This is interesting that this is the way to go for the first stop. I hope this actually goes to the place that I'm trying to get to. Sawadee ka. Sawadee ka. I'm getting a lot of looks. Or it's probably pretty unusual to get a stranger coming through here, let alone a foreigner. Oh well. Oh, I lost my water bottle. Well, I just made it to the first stop, which is the mouth of the Chao Phraya River. This is the river that flows through Bangkok and goes all the way up to, I think it's Chiang Mai or Lamphun or something, where it merges with the Non River. So this is a very major river in the country. It's really cool. There's Navy ships over here. And there's all these like mud flats over here. And I saw some birds. I don't know if they're like herons or something, but they're walking around looking for stuff in the mud. And there's a boat going by over here. Yeah, it's much calmer than I thought it would be over here. I thought it might be like a little bit of a crazy area like the Columbia River is at the mouth of that, but it looks very calm. Like it's totally flat. Maybe it's a little more rough over like further over there, but it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, this is really cool. It's like a nice calm place. To get over here to this little lookout area, I had to go through this neighborhood. I was looking for a normal road, and I just had to go through like this thin alleyway. Like the whole path is like, it's just this. And I had to pass by a couple people, and people's bikes are parked on it. So it's a little sketchy getting around. And I was getting a lot of looks from the locals because they're like, what is a stranger doing here? And like, oh man, it's a foreigner. Like I would probably do the same thing. But it was just a little bit funny. I lost my water bottle, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to go find another one. I somehow always lose the first water bottle of the day, which is annoying because I don't have the water, but I also hate littering. Yeah, I'm gonna chill here for a minute and then get going to the next destination. Oh, there's someone swimming out there with a cooler. And then there's a boat going by. Oh. Damn, this is pretty tight through here. What the fuck, Google? What the fuck kind of way is this? Well, I made it to the next stop. I'm at the Khlong Ta Kok Viewpoint on the Gulf of Thailand. So this is the Gulf back here. It's kind of mud flats right now since the tide is out. It's really windy, so sorry about the wind noise. I forgot my microphone in the bike. The Khlong Ta Kok or Ta Kok Canal is right here, and you can kind of see it flowing. There's a ton of birds around here looking for food in the water. There's some that have some really long beaks. I don't know what those birds are. There's a boat beached out here. There's a couple over there. Right here is a restaurant that you can eat at that has a view of the viewpoint and stuff out here. Yeah, it's not too bad of a spot. It took a bit to get over here because there's not a break in the road. There's a big divider and you can't get across it. So I had to kind of go a couple of kilometers out of the way and do a U-turn to come back over here. And I'm going to have to do the same thing. And is it worth it? I'm not really sure. It's not too bad of a spot. Maybe if the tide was in, it would be more worth it to come over here. But oh, and I just looked on the map that, what is it? It's over here. This is actually Bang Saen right over here, so you can kind of see the city. Yeah, that's it's kind of neat that you can see that. You can definitely make out some of the buildings over there. Yep, that's the second stop. I've got, I think, 2 more planned. So let's get back on the road and go to the next stop. Well, I made it to Wat Hong Thong on the Gulf of Thailand. This is a temple that is on stilts, and it's normally in the water if it's at high tide, but right now it's low tide and it's in the mud. It's very windy out here, which is kind of nice, but not for not for audio. So sorry about the wind noise. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very impressive. It's also got this skywalk, or this glass sea walk as they call it. And there's a Buddha in the glass room over here. I'm gonna walk around and go inside and see what it looks like inside. It was 40 baht to get in, and you have to cover your feet. So I have these red booty things on. I had to take my shoes off because they wouldn't fit over my shoes. So I'm just walking around on these hard surfaces, and it's not very comfortable. That part of it isn't great. So they have all these bridges for the sea walk. This one I think is probably more worth coming out to look at than the other stop, or than the previous stop. Oh, they also have this tower right here that you can go up in. I just didn't feel like paying for it. Maybe next time I'll go up there. It's probably got a really good view, but I didn't want to spend more time than I had to, since I do have to get somewhere. So you get over here and you have to go down into this like dragon boat section. There's a Buddha. Look at this. Oh, this is pretty crazy. I wonder if the water ends up touching the bottom of this. I like how they built it so you can just smash your head onto stuff, or onto the supports. This has like the whole story of Buddha, it looks like, on these paintings. You got their titties out. Crazy. Wait a minute. I just came out on the platform that I was just on. How do you actually get to the temple? And I can't just go back that direction because I think it's bad luck. There's arrows pointing this way. I feel like I look like some sort of maniac. I've got my crazy cat shirt on, but I've got my motorcycle pants on and these booties. The sea walk doesn't connect to the temple at all. I have to go on this part, I guess. So I'm not sure what this is depicting. I haven't seen this story, but there's this giant lady with her big boobies out and a bunch of pearl necklaces, which is pretty funny. This is pretty interesting. They have this Navy ship with all these little guys on it. This, I don't know who this is. So it says Namo 3, but I don't know who that is. I've never heard that name. That was pretty cool looking inside of that temple. They were doing some sort of ceremony with one of the younger monks. So it was pretty neat to see. Most of the times when I go into temples, they're kind of empty, but I don't really go into temples that often anymore. Here's the one with the chetty on the roof. Oh wow, this is big inside. There's a lot of statues of the Buddha in here. It's kind of nice with all the bells chiming. It's very peaceful. It's very calm. Okay, well that was it for this temple. Let's head to the next stop. I almost forgot my shoes because I was walking around in the other thing and I just have my socks on. I'm just walking around. Yeah, that would have sucked if I got all the way back to my bike and had no shoes. Oh look, the tide's starting to come in. So I'm at the last stop on the Chonlamakwithi Bridge. I think that's what the name of it is, but it's a coastal bridge here in Chonburi. So you can see it in the background right there. And this part is not on the bridge. It just connects the two halves, I guess, because it continues right over here. And there's a main road that connects behind the sign over here. There's a few roundabouts. There's one with sharks on it over there, one sailboat one, and then one that has a bunch of cows on it. But there's also painted bowls all over the place, lining the road, I guess, or lining the entrances of this lookout area. And people are flying kites over here, so it's pretty cool. There's some good wind going right now. There's also some gloomy clouds blowing in. So unfortunately, there's not going to be a good sunset. And all you can see is this right here, but otherwise it's just clouds. And when I was riding by a little bit ago, you could just see one of the clouds just dumping rain down. And it was lit by the sun, so it was kind of cool looking. But unfortunately, I didn't get it on video. Pretty cool little spot. There's some food vendors down here. They just have some snacks, like ice cream man. I think there was a drink lady, and then someone selling some like meat on a stick type of snacks. So yeah, that was the last stop. Now I'm gonna head into Bang Saen, which this bridge leads right into, and then I just have to cut through town and get to my hotel. So I will see you guys there. Look, where I'm part of the racetrack coming into the city. Well, this is pretty cool. Oh look, it's the 20th anniversary Grand Prix. I didn't realize that. Well, that was exciting. I got to drive on part of the track. I just made it into my hotel room. As soon as I started checking in, it started raining, so I had to run outside and grab the box and my stuff off of my bike, since I brought the box in just because I had packed everything in it instead of in my backpack so it would fit better. Yeah, of course it happened right when I got here. Yeah, let's do a quick room tour. Got a flat screen TV, but it's a gigantic CRT, which I haven't seen one of these in a while. Even in some old places that I've been to, they've had flat, like normal LCD TVs. It's got a good sized bed. It's pretty firm. Big fridge. Got a little desk thing that I could work at. Got a decent sized balcony. And look at this. But then there's a pool outside too. It's not the biggest pool ever, but might go for a swim. I'll have to see what the beach is like over here. And we've also got a small wet bath. It's just the shower right there, and then the toilet gets all wet, and probably the sink too. Yeah, this place was $26 a night. There wasn't really anything cheaper. And I think it's mostly because of the Grand Prix this weekend. There was a lot of stuff that was booked up. If I had booked my room a couple months ago, I would have got a much cheaper price and probably a better location. This turned out to not be as close to the beach road as I thought. Well, that's gonna do it for today's ride. Tomorrow's the Bang Saen Grand Prix, so if you wanna see all the action, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.